Hello, I am Chaplain Larry Crabtree with the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office and the Maryland State Police Leonardtown Barrack.
And I'm Chaplain Charlie Wharton with the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office.
Well, it's another new week, and we've got this opportunity now to share another lesson that we've learned as law enforcement chaplains. So we've heard some good stuff, Charlie. You've had some great ideas, some wonderful lessons. What's another one?
I think one of the most important things is to remember that we're the good guys. And what I mean by that is to be effective over time, we have to have identifiable morals and ethics. And we have to be willing to stick with them. To use maybe an archaic expression, it's important to understand that we truly are the people in the white hats, you know, from the old westerns, that you could always tell the good guy by the white hat. And I think those morals and ethics maybe have become a lot grayer than we'd like to admit. And so we have to maintain what is right and really what is righteous.
Now, here's the issue, though. I mean, we live in a culture that pretty much says we all get to determine what's right. So how do we deal with that?
I think the first thing is that we need to know the laws under which we're operating. We have a code of conduct that the legislature has given to us. So I think that's the first thing. We have to operate, and when I say we, I'm talking about the law enforcement profession as a whole.
Sure. Yeah.
We have to be the ones who abide by that law, because once we get rid of that, if we're not the ones that are doing the right thing, words such as hypocrisy start to sneak in. And then secondly, not only do we have laws, we also have ethics and in the idea of integrity. Not only do we have a legal responsibility to do something, we also have a moral responsibility to our code, to our profession, to our families to do the right thing as well. You mentioned that society kind of has a moving target on what's right. Sometimes what we struggle with is making sure, let's just say, polish the apple a little bit when it comes to doing our jobs. I used to work for an attorney general. He would conclude every academy class with the admonition, don't polish the apple, don't make things better than they really are. Don't embellish your case. If you don't know something, say you don't know. If you get caught doing something that you shouldn't be doing, there's one right answer, and that is, I did it, I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to do it again. The old adage, you lie, you die, is very alive and well in law enforcement.
Oh, Charlie, that is so true. I got to tell you, in all my years as a police chaplain, I have watched over and over again men and women that are excellent police officers. They make a mistake, and you know what? We're all going to make them. I don't think there can't be any police officer that's never made a mistake. And instead of actually owning up to it, when some supervisor or administration brings that up, is to lie about it or cover it up. Because at that point, you're done. Your career's over. They prove that. I mean, you're out the door and your certification's gone, and you really destroy all that investment you had. So I'll tell you, it's a real concern. That's a good observation.
And I think one of the areas that does not do us much favor is the judicial aspect of it. When you go to court, when you go to trial, what words do you use? We won that case, we lost that case. It's not that justice was done. It's an adversarial system, and it needs to be that way to a point. However, when it's win at all cost, that's when you get in trouble, and that's when you can lose a career in just a matter of minutes. One of the things that we did when I was with one of the state agencies, we were on the Training and Standards Commission, and we would hear officers that would come in that were on trial for things that they did on the street, and even some for the type of lives that they lived. And what you want to do with these men and women who come before the board is to just say, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Because if you don't tell the truth here, you're with people that have dozens of years of experience. They know how to spot somebody who's not being honest and being truthful.
Yeah.
So if you get jammed up, admit it, and go from there.
That is such a valuable lesson. Excellent. Yeah, I'm right with you. Amen. That's what chaplains say. Amen.
One other quick thing as we talk about this, and that is we're talking about trust. We have to have that trust not only in our agency, but also and especially in our families. Because we have to be trustworthy. They have to know that when they send us out, that we're going to do the best that we can. And when we come back into that family, we're going to treat them the best way that we can.
Absolutely. Good point. Well, Charlie, it's time for us to wrap things up today. So our encouragement to you is, as always, be strong
And be safe.